Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called, and let me try this one, Spojrz, which I believe is Polish for look and say. And this is a killer look and say ambiguity puzzle by Derektionary. I almost certainly got the pronunciation on that one wrong, and I apologize to anyone out there who speaks or understands Polish. Do I have anything to go into before I record this one? Not really. While we're talking about killer, check out some of the other playlists on my channel. So there's Skilling Sudoku if you are wanting to skill up your killer Sudoku or just enjoy killer Sudoku, or the Race to 37 if you want to look at some of Clover's amazing killer puzzles. Playlist there where I've covered a lot of that stuff, and there's links to the packs where all the puzzles are, so you can try the puzzles without having to go through the playlist, and then use the playlist if you get stuck or just want to watch some more solve videos, which is always fun. So yeah, anyway, have a look at those. You just need to go to my homepage on my channel and then look at the playlist section, and you'll find some playlists there, which I hope you will find interesting, including those two. Anyway, let's have a look at Spojrz. Sorry about the pronunciation. By Derektionary. So how does this one work? So, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have Kropki Pairs rules. So what this means is cells separated by a black dot will be in a 1 to 2 ratio, or one will be double the other. Cells separated by a white dot will be consecutive. Not all dots are given, so it's perfectly fine for cells that are not marked to be consecutive or in a 1 to 2 ratio. Then we've got cage ambiguity. There's only 5 cages in this that I can see, but what it means is each of these cages will either be a killer cage or a look and say cage, or both. So what that means is a killer cage is the digits in the cages will sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits could not repeat within cages. Or cages will be look and say cages, which will mean that the digits in the cages will if you look at the number of the cage, you would say it out loud. And if this was to be a look and say cage, it would mean it would have 1 6 in it. If this was to be a look and say cage, it would have 1 3 in it. This would have 1 8 in it, and this would have 1 3 in it, because it's a 1 3 cage or a 1 8. This would have 2 1s, which, yeah, we'll get to that. So that's how look and say works. Now, it could potentially be both. So this could have 1 8 in it and be an 18 cage. That would be perfectly fine. So it's either going to be one, the other, or both. That's all we know for this puzzle. I don't know how hard it is. I don't know anything about it at all. So let's give this a shot. So the obvious place for me to start is down here, because I know this is a 2 4 and these are 1 2 4 8, because you can never put 5 7 or 9 on a black dot. Right, and this becomes a 3 6. That is forced. So you the reason for that is you can never put 5 7 or 9 on a black dot, because you can't put 5 7 or, because the ratios don't work. There's something in a half or something 10 or higher, and 3 6 are only in a ratio with each other. So as soon as you do this, you've only got the digits 1 2 4 and 8 left over. So it'll either go 1 2 4 or 2 4 8 in one order. So there will be a 2 and a 4 on this. Now, once you knock out the options, remember, if you think about it, something double will always be an even number. There's a couple of ways of thinking about it. This is a new way I've started thinking about this recently. Something double will always be an even number. So once it goes 1 2 4 or 2 4 8, there must always be a 2 and a 4 on here. But with 3 and 6, 3 only has one even number. It can only go 3 6. You can't go 3 6 12, and you can't go 1 1/2 3 6. So 3 and 6 only are in a relationship with each other. So you end up with 1 2 4 in one order, 2 4 8 in one order. But if we now look at this has to have an even number on it, and I can't use 2 4 or 6. So there must be an 8 on this, which means there's no 8 on this. But it does take 8 off this, which means this is 1 2 4, and we can put a 2 in the middle, and this is 1 4. Now there will be a 7 or a 9 on this. So this is 7 8 9, which means 5 is in one of those two. Now I can't use 1, 2, or 4 in this. Now this is not a look and say cage for multiple reasons. First of all, if it was a look and say cage, I would need to put 2 1s in it, and I can't put 2 1s in the same box. So this does not have 1s in it, it does not have 2s in it, and doesn't have 4s in it. So this now, without 1 and 2, or 4, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 6 and 7 is 13. Is 21. 3, 5, 6, 7 is 21. So this is 3, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8, 9 pair, which is consecutive. 9 can't be but in the middle of a consecutive run. So this is the 8, this is the 9, this is the 7. And we got 3, 5, 6 in here. That's a cool start. Now this has to be consecutive with 3, 5, or 6. This can't have a 2 on it. And it must have an even number. Every one of these must have an even number on it. I'm not sure if it's a useful way of thinking about it, but it is a way I've started thinking about it. So these are from 5, 7, and 9. Okay. Now, 18 cage. There's got to be something about these being killer or look and say, because so far this has just been a straight killer. Okay, so several things has happened. First, I've been hit by yet another family emergency since I last saw you. Second of all, I got quite stuck on this puzzle and I'm going to cut out about 20 minutes where I made absolutely no progress. So I've literally cut back. I know I've cut back quite a long way, but I did get very, very stuck and everything fell apart and I was getting lots of messages and you don't need to see all of that. It was just a complete nightmare from a recording perspective, and I just decided to pick up and turn this into a better video. So yeah, I'm editing out the bad bits. Cope. So, what I did, I spent a lot of time looking around trying to find stuff, and the thing that I found that I think that was the most useful was looking at this 1/6 cage. So I've edited back to where I was looking at this 1/6 cage. So what I do know is that I cannot put 5, 7, or 9. It took me a long time to figure this. I cannot put 5, 7, or 9 onto these. So I've got to put 5, 7, 9 in here. And I can only put one of the 5, 7, and 9 outside of this cage. So there has to be at least 2 of 5, 7, 9 inside this cage. Now, if this was a 16 cage, then there would be only one way of putting 5, 7, 9 or 2 of 5, 7, 9 in the cage. Because if I did a 9 with a 5, I've immediately hit 14. The other 2 digits would hit sum to 2, and that doesn't work. So I'd have to use 5 and 7. And if I use 5 and 7, then I've hit 13. The others have to sum to 3. So it'd be 1, 3, 5, 7. So if this is a 16 cage, this is 1, 3, 5, 7, because I have to include 2 of 5, 7, and 9, and this become a 9. But if this is 1, 3, 5, 7, what can I make these dots? Because I can't use 3, 6. And if I can't use 3, 6, they'd have to be 1, 2, 4, 8, but I can't use the 1. So this is broken. So this cannot be a 16 cage. This has to be a 1/6 cage. So this must contain a 6. And it took me a very long time to find that. And the minute this contains a 6, this has to be 1, 2, 4, 8. So what I end up with is this. And before I found this, I had made some other deductions, but what I wanted to do is rather than, and one of these is going to be 1, 2, and one of these is going to be 4, 8. But I now want to move forward with basically what I found, knowing what I know. So one of these is 1, 2, one of these is 4, 8. And now I'm going to basically continue from here. Not sure how this is going to work. So I'm basically resolving at this point. Other things I'd found is 9 has to be in here. I'm basically going to re-look at this. It's been a long time since I cleared back to here, so it's been a few hours. So, yeah, we'll see. Now, this dot, it can't be 1, 2, though it's 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8. This can't be 1, 2, or 2, 4. So this is 3, 6, or 4, 8. If this is 3, 6, this is 5. This was a thing to find. Now, this has got its 6 in it now, but I do know what these are. These are 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. So this is 3, 5, 7, 9. Is that going to put pressure on this? Like if this is 4, 8, what's this? Actually, it could be 1, 2, 3 or 5, 6, 7. That actually... That's weird. That's very weird. Hang on. If this is 1, 2, this is 4, 8, and that has no value. If this is 2, 4, that has no fill. If this is 4, 8, this is 1, 2, and that has no fill. This is 3, 6. So this is 1, 2, or 4, because I can't put 3, 6 in it, and I can't put a 2 in it, and that gives me a 1, 2, 4 triple. So there must be a 2 in here. So there's no 2 in this cage. So if it's a 13 cage, 139 would mean there's a 3 here. 148 might be possible. If there's a 3 in this cage, it's here. No, this 3, 6 means this is not 3, 6. This is 4, 8. So now there's no 3 in this cage. So this is a 13 cage. And I can't put a 3 in it anywhere. Is there anything else I can't put in it? 148 would work. 157, that can't be 1, 5, or 7. This is a 148 cage, which means there's a 1 in here, which means there's no 1 down here. This is a 2, 4. This is a 1. This is a 4. This 4, 8 makes this the 1, and this is not the 1. This 4, 8... So what's this now? Can't be 3, 6, and it can't... This has to be 1, 2, because I can't do 2, 4. I can't do 4, 8. I can't do 3, 6. So this is 1, 2. I've definitely made more progress than I did last time. And I spent a lot longer trying to get these wound down because I didn't find this until right before I finished and got distracted. Sorry, family emergencies have been hammering me recently. So what's this now? I'm not sure that's... So, well, this 2, 4 makes this 8, which makes this 4, which makes this 8. Three is down here. Actually, this is a quadruple. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's no 3 or 6 here, so this is a 5 or a 7. So there must be a 6 down here as well. So this is 5, 7, or 9, and it must contain a 9. And there's no 7 there. 3, 5, 6, 9. So this is 5 or 7 as well. Hang on. 3, 5, 6, 9. So 3, 5, 6, 9. But this can't be 3 or 6. So this is 5 or 9. Yeah, this is 5, 7, or 9. Oh, this is a 3, 5, 6. So there must be a 5 in there. There's no 5 there. This is a 3, 6 pair. 5 in there means there's no 5 in either of those. This is a 7-9 pair. Okay. I'm still struggling with this, but that's fine, maybe. If there's an 8 in this cage, it's there. If there's no 8 in this cage, then it's an 18 cage and there's lots of options for it. So this, oh, it's got its 6. There's also a 6 in here somewhere. There's a 1 in here somewhere. Well, I can't put it in there. Hmm. Three, 6, 5, 9. If I put 1 in here, this becomes 1, 2, 3. If I put 1 in here, this becomes 4, 8. This becomes 2. This becomes 1. I don't see a problem. This puzzle has been I've struggled with this. I know I'm not well right now, but so this could be 1, 2, 3. It can't be 2, 3, 4. It could be 3, 4, 5 though, because I just can't be 2, 3, 4. Could be it can't be 7, 8, 9. But I could put an 8 on it if I put it at either end. There has to be one. So 5, 7, 9 in here. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is a 5, a 7, or a 9 because these are the only cells in the column that can take 5, 7, or 9, and I can't put 2 of them on here because they're all odd and I need to put an even on here. So this contains a 5, a 7, or a 9 and something consecutive with it. So it's from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's not 6. So where does 1 and 2 go in this column? This has to be 1, 2 now. If this is 2, 4, this maybe not. Because this could be... No, because if this is 1, this is 2, this becomes 4, 8. 2, 1, 4, 8. Yeah, 1 and 2 have to go in here. And if I put 1 or 2 up here, the other one is in here and I don't get it. 1 and 2 have to be up here. This is a 1, 2. This is a 4, 8. So this is a 1, 2. Which frees up all of this. This is 1, 2, or 3, 6. And that's done nothing for the... So this is 4, 5. Or it's got an 8 on it. So it's either got a 4 or an 8 on it, which makes sense. If this is 7, 8, 4, 5, 9. So 1 is in this run. This is 1, 2, 3. And 1 is not in the middle. 2 is in the middle because 1 has to be in here now because of the 1, 2s. So as soon as I put 1 in here, it can't go in the middle. It has to go on the end and it has to go 1, 2, 3. Which means this is 4, this is 2. 4 looks up making this 8 and this 4, which takes 4 and 5 out of there. This is 7, 8, 9. There must be an 8 in it. Which puts 4 in here. Now that could still be a 3 if that's a 6. So I could still put 1, 3 in here if this is 3, 6. Otherwise, this is a 13 cage. So what are this? This is 5, 6, 7, and 9. So 3 is in here. Wow, I am struggling with this. Eight. 8 is here, 8 is here, then 8 is on this. So 8 would then be there, and this would be 7 or 9. And that would just give me a 5, 7, 9. Well, this would be 9. So this would be 8, 9, and these would be 5 and 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do 1, 2, 3 here anymore. These would both be 6. 2, 3, 4 doesn't work. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 works. 6, 7, 8. Right, this is 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 doesn't work because it breaks that. 2, 3, 4 doesn't work because it includes a 4. So I can't go anything up to 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7 works. 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9 both need an 8. This is 5, 6, 7. So 6 goes in the middle, and there's no 6 on the outside. That takes the 5, 7 out. So this becomes the 9. This becomes a 7, 8. The 6 comes out of here. So this is now 1, 2. There's no 5, 7, or 9 here. This is the 3. There's no 3 in here. So this is now known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And 6 must be in there. So there's no 6 there. So 6 is in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. One and 2 has to be in here. Eight is in one of those. I could still put a... No, I can't put a 3 there anymore. This is actually a 13 cage. Can't put a 3 there because of that. Can't put a 3 there because that would be a 6 and I can't do it. So this is actually a 13 cage. Okay, and it must have a 4 or a 6 in it. Possibly both. So 139, not possible. 148 is. 157, no. 238, no. 247, yes. 256, yes. 346, yes. No, 346 is not possible because this would be a 3. So I can't put a 3 in it. Right. If it's 148, this is 1 and this would be 48. That doesn't work. 247, this would be 2, this would be 47. Okay. So there must be a 2 in it and it must go there. So this is 4, 7 or 5, 6. 4, 7 or 5, 6. But this is 1 or 4. That 2 makes this 1 and this 2, which puts 2 in one of those. If 2 is here, this is also 1 or 4. If 2 is here, not sure. Wow, this is tricky. At least it is for me. This can't have a 2 in it anymore. Could have a 4. So this has either got a 4 or an 8 on it. 4 would be 4, 5, because I can't use 3. And 8 would be 7, 8, 9. Can't put an 8 there, so I can't put 7 or 9 there. Can't put 7 there. This is a 5, 7, 9 triple, so there's no 5, 7 there. This is 3 or 6. So what is in here? I can't use 1, 2, 3. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. It's not helping. This is a quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is also not helping. Although that is a 3, 4, 5, 6 quad. So there's a 4 in there. There's no 4 there. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is an 8. That is a 9. That is not a 9. Which I could have got from that. This is actually a 5. Which looks over making that a 7. Which means there's no 7 on there. That is an 8, 9. That, I should have seen that faster. So these are 1, 3, 4, and 6. So this is a 4 or a 6 only. And this is 1, 3, 4, 6. 4, 6 only. And this doesn't have a 3 in it. So this is a 13 cage. So it's 2, 4, 7 or 2, 6, 5. So this is 5 or 7 only, giving me a 5, 7, 9 triple. So this is 4 or 6. But this 7 makes this 5. So 2 and 5 is 7. This has to be the 6. So there's no 6 here. This is a 4. So if this is a 1, this is a 2. This is a 3, this is a 6, and it can't be. This is not a 3. This is a 1. Let's undo that. But this is a 1, 4 pair. So this is the 3, this is the 1. If this is a 1, this is a whoops, this is a 2. If this is a 4, this is a 2 or an 8. There's no 5 up here. This is a 7, 9 pair. So there's no 7, 9 in there. This is a 5, 6, which looks down making this 9 and this 7, which looks across making this 9, this 5. There's no 5 in here. So this is 3, 6, 7, which means this is the 5. Yep, that's still... This is a 3, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 1, 2, and 4 and must contain a 4. Well, that's the 2 because of the 1, 4. So the 2 looks up making this 1 and 2. The 1 looks down making this 4. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 7. And this 1 makes this 7 and 1. The 7 is only consecutive with 6, 3, 5. Wow, this is actually really tricky. And I still haven't figured out this 18 cage yet. probably through stupidity on my part. This 6 means this is not the 6. So what is this dot? It's not 1, 2. Holy cow. It can't be 3, 6. Because if it was 3, 6, that triple would be broken. Because 3, 6 would make that 5 and that 5. So it's from 2, 4, 8, and it must contain a 4. And I could have, so there's no 4 there. This is the 4. This is now 3, 5, 6. So 3 is in here. This is not 3. Oh, and this 3 is looking up. That's not the 3, not the 3. So this is the 3. This is a 5, 6. Oh, that's been resolved. I should have just done that. I'm sorry, everyone. This is 6. This is 5. This is 2, 4, 8. Oh, and 2 can't be in either of those. So that's a 4, 8. That's a 2, which still allows those to be 1 or 4. Except this 4, 8 is resolving it. That's 8, that's 4, which means this is 1 and this is 4. There's no 2 here. This is actually a known triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 9. There's no 1 here. There's no 1 here. So this is the 1. But that 3, 9 makes that 7 and that 9. The 7 makes this 8 and 7. And the 1 makes that 2 and 1. I could have used that 2 for the same thing. Wow. Oh, I now can't put an 8 in this 18 cage. So it is now actually an 18 cage. I can't put a 1, a 2, or a 4 in it. So there's no 2 in it. There's no 4 in it. Now, there must be a 6 in it. And the 6 must go there. And it's either 3, 9 or 5, 7. And it can't be 3, 9. So this is 5, 7. And I know the order from that. That's 5 and that's 7. The 6 is making this 3 and 6. The 7 looks down, making this 3, 6, and 7. The 3 looks up, making this 9 and 3. 3. The 7 looks up, making this 5 and 7. Now, in this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. And in this box, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and 8. This 3 makes this 8 and this 3. And the 8 looks over, making this 9 and this 8. And that is the solution to, I've got to remember what it was, Spojrz or Powiedz, which is apparently Polish for, I think I said this, Polish for look and say. I struggled with that one a lot. And please remember that I did cut out about 25 minutes of me struggling with this while I was getting messages from my family and everything. So you didn't need to see that. Thank you, Derektionary, for sending this one in. Sort of. I did struggle a lot, but that's not on Derektionary. That is completely on me. Very, very cool. I do like these look and say ones. I kind of would love to get just a look and say puzzle. Those early look and says were amazing. Not that this wasn't a good puzzle, but those early look and says where every cage was a look and say and every clue was a look and say, those were stunningly good puzzles. And I hope that we see more of them. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos and everything that's happening. And as always, good luck with your solving.